Hello, 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 my Stitchy friends. It's me once again, James the PH teacher, your Stitchy friend from the Philippines, welcoming everyone to another Flosstube video update. This is Flosstube number 35, and if you happen to watch this video for the first time, this video or this channel is all about cross stitching. Welcome back once again to my regular and returning viewers. Thank you very much for always coming back and watching my Flosstube videos. I really appreciate it, especially to those who have liked and who have commented my last Flosstube video update 2 weeks ago. Thank you very much. And lastly, to my new subscribers, welcome to my Flosstube channel, and thank you very much for clicking that subscribe button, and I hope you have watched my previous videos and also have enjoyed what you have seen so far of my cross stitch finishes, my cross stitch starts, and my whips. So once again, this is Flosstube number 35. It's April 23 and it's 7 o'clock in the evening here in the Philippines. I do usually shoot this my video in the afternoon. Unfortunately, there was rain, heavy rain, a thunderstorm. So I've rescheduled it after dinner, and I have been reshooting this intro video for a millionth time already, and I hope this video, this intro video is the last correct one. So how is everyone? How was your 2 weeks? How was your weekend? I hope you have really fun enjoying your stitching during the weekend, and also I hope you have, aside from stitching, I hope you have enjoyed uh, any bonding moments with your families and loved ones. And me, I am very fine, a bit busy at work, and the weather here in the Philippines, it's getting hot. So usually we experience 30 to 33 degrees Celsius and heat index of from 40 degrees to sometimes 50 degrees, so it's very hot. But fortunately, every evening there is rain that would somehow cool down the place here, and also fortunately that our, our house is surrounded with many trees. That's why I opt to stitch on our balcony, where it would be a fresh um, ambience, or a fresh place for stitching. So in this video, I will be sharing to you 5 projects that I have been stitching for the past 2 weeks, and I'm very happy to share that I have finished 2. So for this year, I have now 4 finishes, and then aside from that, I have 1 new start, and you will also be seeing one of my oldest uh, whip. So let us start now. The first one is a finish. So I've planned this one uh, 2 weeks ago, and so this is from the Owl Forest Embroidery. This is one of the bird series, and this is the red Cardinals. And I finished this one last week, and I worked this one 5 days, I guess. And this is now the finished red Cardinals. So I replaced the some colors here, especially the I haven't used the B5200 um, thread, since my fabric is white and this is 18 count. So I've changed it to a lighter blue thread and also a lighter green. And then I've experimented also on this one. I've used a cranic thread here. I hope you can see the cranic over here. So this is my finish number 3 for this year, the red Cardinals. Next is another bird series from the Alforest Embroidery, and this is the Bullfinches. So I have stitched this one for 5 days, and I already finished this one. I think I've started this one on December 2021, and here is now the finished Bullfinches. So again, I replaced the B5200 thread into a lighter blue color, and this is now the outcome of the Bullfinches. The favorite motif, my favorite motif here is this one. So this is finish number 4. The red Cardinals is finish number 3, and this is finish number 4, the Bullfinches. So those are my 2 finishes. Let's move on to my next one. This is a new start. I think 2 weeks ago, the Alforest Embroidery released this series, and of course, uh, these are bird series, and I think they named it as laced frame birds. And as I've uh, seen the patterns, I was gasping out of breath, and I was, wow, I need to have these patterns, but I only uh, purchased one just to control myself on um, purchasing many patterns. So this is the first uh, from the lace frame bird series, and this is Crossbill Birds. So there are 3 another patterns of this one, and I am planning to stitch all of them just like the bird series that I have stitched. And I think uh, there is only one pattern that I haven't yet stitched on the bird series, which is the titmice. So maybe I'll be stitching that one. I will be uh, stitching that one next month, I guess. So, but because of this beautiful pattern, I was able to start this one, especially the frame here, or the design, just like the frame. Wow. And I've stitched this one on a 16 count Rustico Aida fabric, and I've changed some thread colors, especially the white one. I've tried it, but I've tried to use the B5200 but on this fabric, but I don't like the outcome of it, so I've changed it to another color, which is the color green, or the olive green. And this is now the progress of the cross bills. There you go. I hope. What do you think of the colors that I used? I used the uh, 3011, 3012, and 3013 colors here, the DMC colors, DMC numbers. And as you have seen on the pattern, there are some back stitches. Look at the back stitches. So although it is a small um, pattern, but it is a tedious uh, one to stitch this one because of the back stitches. And this part is, I made some mistake on this part. As you can see, the borders over here and over here did not match. So this is the correct border, and I've wrongly placed this one. It should be uh, 5 stitches down, so I need to frog it, but that's okay. But I really enjoyed stitching this one, especially this part. So I've uh, made some adjustment of the colors here. I from light to dark. There you go. So I wish I could finish this one on my next schedule of stitching for my non-full coverage projects, and hopefully this will be a finished uh, piece the next time you will see this pattern. So I haven't posted it on Instagram because of the mistake, so I just need to frog it. So after I finish this one, so I will be using this part of the fabric for another uh, pattern. So I haven't um, chosen yet what's the next pattern that I will be working on. So that is my new start. Next is another pattern from Alfor's Embroidery. This is Vintage Kitchen. So I was over here, I think, the last time you saw it. So I finished here up to this motifs, and this is where I am right now. This is stitched on an 18 count Ada fabric, and I finished this very long motif, and I've started to stitch these, and I am awaiting to stitch this very big, what you call this one, we called it here aparador. It's a furniture where the tools in the kitchens are kept. I think where is, wait, so this one, so it's a very big motif, so I'm I think I am 50%, or yes, I'm 50% of this uh, project or whip. So I am using 407 and 350 on this one, the threads. And actually I tried to stitch this one at my workplace during lunchtime. I stitched this twice, but I've stopped bringing it on at the workplace. So that's it for the vintage kitchen. And the last one is not an owl forest embroidery, but this is one of my oldest whip. I started this one in 2021, and then I restarted it last year with a uh, different fabric, which is 16 count, so from 18 count to 16 count, and this is from the DMC Philippines DMC Inspiration. This is um, Bouquet of Flowers. So the last time you saw this one is I finished the stitching the twigs as well as, or the stems of the flowers, and also the back stitching and the back stitches, and also the ribbon. So I finished this one, and then I stitched this one yesterday and this morning, and this is now the progress of Bouquet of Flowers. So I finally stitched one of the flowers, which is, the color is a bit orange, and as you can see, I think uh, the pattern here is made from, or the actual picture of this pattern is what you call this, is made from watercolor. That's why you have this kind of an effect on the flower. So hopefully I will be finishing uh, the this flower and proceed to another flower with another color, which is a bit of a red one. So that's it for Bouquet of Flowers. So those are my whips, my finishes, and a new start. So I hope you liked what you have seen on the on this video. And recently, I think last week ago, I decided to UFO some of my whips that I haven't touched. so that my number of whips will dwindle down into at least 30. So right now I am in, I think I have 36 or 36 to 40 whips, and I'm happy that I have been uh, finishing. uh, I have finished 4, and I plan to finish more whips. I think I have at least 2 that is targeted to, I mean, 2 that I want to finish in the month of uh, May. So plans for my whips. So next 2 weeks I will be stitching my full coverage whips, and then for this particular whips that are non-full coverage, which are the Alfor's embroidery and some of my DMC Philippines patterns, so I will be still working on with vintage kitchen, because I want to finish also that one this year, probably May or June. And then also my oldest whip, which is the um, Bouquet of Flowers. I want to finish also that one, so I could replace it with another DMC Philippines uh, pattern. Okay, so that's it for now, and I hope that you will like this video and have a blast when it comes to stitching on your whatever whips that you will be stitching in the next 2 weeks, and see you on my next Flosstube update. Bye everyone, and happy stitching. Bye bye.